This is Lost Horse Road. This is Lost Horse Canyon. You can see there's a hill there. And I mentioned this previously, I think in the Blodgett video, that this is one of the canyons. It's actually the next canyon south of Ward Mountain. It's a very hot day today. It's in the high 90s. I wouldn't be here under my own power. My sister drove me here. It was on my list for the summer, so that's nice. And actually we tried to go to Lake Como, but that's like a recreation area, and there was like a fee and a lot of trailers and stuff there because it's mostly for boaters, so we came here. It's actually also busy here. I mean, it makes sense. It's a hot day here. Is there a collie? Looks like that's Nossie. Where's my money? Where's my money? What? This is a creek, and I think it's artificially flat because there's the dam there. Yeah. Although, I mean, it's semi-artificial. I think this is naturally a flatter part of it. And it's good that we stopped here, because right here there's great creek access. And that's something that's kind of difficult when you're in the Bitterroot National Forest, is sometimes there's a creek, but it's just like you have to crawl through some thorns to get to it. And then sometimes you get something like this where you have a path right down to the creek. And here you can see this is semi-artificial. Probably the creek naturally flattened out here, but like there's a little dam to retain the water, and you can see there's a pool of water there. And I was actually swimming there a while ago. I took some footage with my Nikon, which now is not turning on. It's waterproof, but maybe not totally. But hopefully that footage still survives to show what it's like in the water. And really cool day. Water's a perfect temperature. Can't really swim in here, but you can kind of wade or, crawl along like an amphibian. And past there, you can see the water goes back to being like a natural creek. And a half mile that way, back towards the valley, is the lodge, where there's actually a commercial lodge here, as well as some cabins. So it's a bit more full-featured than the typical Bitterroot National Forest camping experience, because there's a commercial business there as opposed to just a turnoff where you park your car. I'm going to walk just a little bit this way, show more of the creek. So in that direction, Lost Horse Road continues, and I've bicycled up it like way back in 2010 in May when it was much less hot. In fact, it was snowing that day. Beautiful to see snow coming out of the sky with May sunshine. And it goes quite a ways, and there's other features there. And then if you turn this way, this road actually goes up and over those mountains and goes to Lake Como. And I did that too, and I can't even remember what year when I did it, but more than 10 years ago. Sometimes I'm amazed that I could manage such things. So there are a lot of trails and roads here, and if you're a bicyclist, obviously you can find a lot of things to do. And so I'm just going to go to the center of this road and look at the creek. I've made this point often in this canyon, but I think this one it's even more true of, is that you have a very stark Ponderosa-style forest there with minimal understory. And then right here, when you get by the creek, you're actually like in a swamp. Like, look over there. That's like a swampy land. And it does get more Pacific Northwesty. And that is true of so many of the canyons here, but this one even more so. And then up this trail, wow, sometimes I look at this and I'm like, how did I actually manage to do that? Because I did bicycle up this way and then go towards Lake Como. In a dream, almost, it seems like. I think I mentioned in the Blodgett video that even though Blodgett Canyon is beautiful and has those very sheer walls, not really, as far as I know, a popular place to go rock climbing. And I do believe that Lost Horse is famous not for people actually climbing those walls, but for a number of boulders around here that people go bouldering, just climbing up like a single boulder. If that's not true, this entire sign will be left out. On the other hand, there's a good chance that even if people don't, they really should, because look at that. Anyway, I'm going to go and turn around because other people might want to be leaving. So this is going to be a short video, but gives a little bit of a taste of what this looks like. Oh, we actually have a outhouse here, which, as I mentioned, especially an outhouse with like a metal door and everything, well, you know, in a Forest Service campground, this is pretty deluxe. And of course, we have a information kiosk here. Here, you know, reminds us one careless moment, prevent wildfires. Fire restrictions right now, campfires, grills are out, self-contained stoves are okay. And you remember what we saw in Roaring Lion? And so that's one reason why I take these pictures is with the way this heat is going, this could go up in a year now and would look like what Roaring Lion looks like now. So I want a record of what it looks like. Obviously, there's changes coming to these forests. So back at the creek, just letting that water go peacefully. So because I got driven here, all of the intermediate steps of bicycling up that road were not in the shot. But it's a hot summer. I'm seeing what I can. I'm crossing stuff off my list. So hopefully this abbreviated view still gives you an idea of, you know, my main point, which is the diversity within just this small area in terrain and ecosystem. And nice place to visit. All right. Then on the way out, oh, you can keep driving. On the way out, these are the cabins and the lodge right there. And I've been in the lodge before, but not for many a year. But people do come here. And so we're actually out of the Bitterroot National Forest here because that's the commercial Lost Forest Creek Lodge. So there's more stuff going on here, but now we are about to leave. Although over there you can see one of the cabins you can rent. So if you want to camp but don't want to camp, this is a place you can do it. Okay, well, that's the end of the video. Have fun.